All right, now we're doing 7Q Stanton measure. This is by a Welsh et All right, and 92% of people like it. The Stanton measure of an array is computed as follows. We're going to count the number of occurrences for value 1 in the array, and that count is going to be n. And then the Stanton measure is the number of times that n appears in the array. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to write a function which takes an integer array and returns its Stanton measure. So in this one, 1 occurs 2 times, and is that 2? Yeah, and then the number 2 appears 3 times. Okay, and this one 2, 3, and the number 3 occurs only 1 time, so the number's 1. All right. So over here, what we're going to do is we're going to just say const Stanton measure equals array, and there we go, because what we're going to be given is an array like this. All right, so for this one, what we're going to do, we're going to say down here console.log, so it's easy to test. And what we're going to use is this filter method right here, which creates a shallow copy of a portion of a given array filtered down to just the elements from the given array that pass the test implemented by the provided function. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this filter, then we're going to have element as an argument, and an arrow function and an expression. And I'll show you what we're going to do here. So we're going to say array.filter, all right, so element, all right, and this is going to be when element exactly equals 1, we're going to filter it out. So let's test it out right now, see what happens. So now we've got 1, 1 in this first one, which there would be 1, 1. All right, so now we're going to filter out the number 2 from this. So 1, 2, 3, excuse me. So we're going to say dot length, right? So that's going to make the number 2. Test it out. There we go. So now we're going to filter out the number 2 from this 3 times. So we're just going to double up on filter right here. We're going to say array.filter, and then we're going to say element, all right, and let's change this one to element 2, just so it doesn't get confused on us. And so we're going to say when element equals this, let's bring this down 1, all right, so when element equals this thing that we just did, let's say test it out. So now it's going to equals, test it out. All right, now it's got all these 2's, now we just got to do a dot length again, test it out. And look at that, it's the number 3, which is what we're looking for. So now let's get rid of these parentheses and this console.log, and test it out one more time. Look at that, attempt it, looking good, submit it. All right, and so on this one they did the filter like we did, but then they did recursion, which is pretty cool, I think. And this one is just a little bit of a complicated mess right there, in my opinion. And then here, down here's what we did right here. All right, so let's go to mine. And just me, best practice in my opinion, very much like this, and we'll see you next time.